8 reckon ghosts. Five waiting. Ah, we're on. Now we're in trouble.
Now we're on.
Are we on? I don't know. I'm watching the wrong screen. How are you doing, everybody? Where's my chat gone? It's all gone. Fucking pet. Hang on. Oh, I'll get used to being on this side. Yeah, let's pop that out. There you go.
No, I have to open another YouTube window because my live thing doesn't half do my head in.
I've muted my sound. That's okay. Right, sorry. I've got 2 chats going. I don't know how the hell I've managed that. Which one am I getting going here? Ian, right. Sorry, Ian, Bones, Nick, me, 808. How you doing, 808? Haven't seen you on my chat before, but we're on Shane's, aren't we? Sorry, I got up late and not up late, just up to the studio late, and then Shane took over. Right. I give him a warning a bit. So we're all in and how we're going. So what's new, guys? Taking a Vape. How you doing, taking a Vape? Where is everything gone? I'm going to get rid of that one. I've overdone everything here.
Village.
Here's Village.
Village.
Villag. As they say over here. Village Vapor. There we go. So, what's new, guys? Here we are on a Wednesday. Don't forget, next Wednesday, Patreon giveaway. Ask me what it is. Haven't an effing clue. I've known it yet.
He hasn't told me to pick out yet. So 9 times out of 10, after this stream, I'll be deciding what will be the Patreon giveaway.
So, and believe it or not, first thing up here was the Patreon bag. It's here. Here, believe it or not. Somewhere in the ethos. I've got more shit on the floor than I had on my desk before. Something gone wrong. Something fucking seriously gone wrong. So, what are we all up to? Shane, what are you vaping on?
Me, right. Vape Seed Creator, Rebirth RTA. And in that, I'm vaping on some Dragon Drops. And it is... Hang on, let me read this right. It's Dragon Fruit and Lychee Ice Cream.
Sounds interesting.
It is interesting, but I like it. It's quite nice. It's quite pleasant. An oldie but a goodie. The old Smoant Sharon with the Troll RTA. In there, I've got some Tropical Crush homebrew. Then we've got the lovely Warlock's Hammer from the Gathering Vapor with the Ocular on top. And in there, some Black Currant from the ASU line from Zap. And a couple of pod systems, and that's me.
That's you. Well, that's a lot more than me, guys, because I've got the Spruzer going. Thank you, Village. And I've got the Lux Nano with the Amit RTA on the top and plugged in as me Aspire.
With on mains power.
That's on mains power at the minute because that's worn out to death. Because that's what I do. Smurf, good evening. And Philip, good to see you back, Philip. It's I know things have been going on in your life, but it's good to have you back on the show. Matt, my troll, how you do? And my what can we say? My co-partner in crime, in conspiracy, Matt Chandler. I got some good ones, Matt. It's getting worse,
See, that looks a lot clearer than it did on Saturday night on the YouTube stream.
It's good. I'm trying to get everything going. I seem to have too many chats going here, and I don't know why.
Well,
I've popped that out, so I'll pop that out again.
On the YouTube stream, if you click your settings and make sure it's on 720 HD, you should have a decent picture.
Yeah, okay. Can't. They put that. Right. So anyway, let's use that one for now and see where we're going. There you go. So Bones, how are you, mate? Nick, did anyone else see a vape around? Well, we were just going to get to that.
We just that was one of our topics, Mr. Fenton.
We might as well go straight into the news.
Might as well, yeah. We'll start with that one.
Go on then. Give us the news.
I don't know the ins and outs of it. It's just what I saw a quick snippet on Facebook earlier. Not sure who posted it or whatnot, but the Vape Around warehouse, offices, whatever, were broken into. Looked like multiple assailants by the looks of the CCTV footage. Not good for any company to be robbed, but I don't know.
At all.
Could it be another one of those that's more than meets the eye? Who knows?
And what is in Vape Around's arsenal? What would they be after?
Well, they had a lot of mods. They had a lot of mods go. Now, Mr. Fenton.
Blaming Vic.
No,
two robbed the place. And there was on Luke. Bloody hell.
There was some specific mods that they only had so many of.
All right. Limited edition
went
type.
Missing. Yeah. Oh, excuse me.
How much did they cost? I don't know, to be honest with you. Nothing will be cheap because the people who are robbing know what they're going for, don't they?
Yeah, the thing is, though, I think they had, like, what had been made of it, as far as I'm aware, or what I believe. Yeah. So how are people going to be able to sell them? People are going to know they're hot, aren't they?
Matt's got a good point. They should. I mean, it's probably an inside job, isn't it? You know.
You would think so, something like that. To specifically know that those mods were there and that's what they targeted, you would imagine that someone's let slip.
130 quid, so they probably took a couple of grand haul then, haven't they? Or more.
I think there was multiple hundred of them.
Bloody hell.
Of the mods, so yeah.
Oh, well, I mean, it's valuable stock, isn't it? It's not apples and pears.
Yeah, well, you're not wrong there, Nick. You're not wrong there, mate.
There'll be no point in putting a door
on the building. Yeah. It's not the pleasantest of areas, that's for sure.
You got another bit of good news, Shane. Food banks, haven't you?
Yeah. This one cropped up on Vaping Post. And I thought this one was very, very interesting. I'll do my my news microphone mount, so you know.
Evening, Dandemere.
Evening. Food banks in Hertfordshire will be giving out e-cigarettes to smokers. The Director of Public Health at Hertfordshire County Council has announced that local food banks could be soon giving out free e-cigarettes in order to help smokers save money and improve health.
I'm just laughing at Matt. It's like the BBC News.
Bong.
Yeah, great idea. I mean, what's better for me? What's better? I'm thinking is that public health are backing it.
Mm-hmm.
They're saying it's a good thing.
Well, hang on, Pete. We could always do this bit, look, because I have got a scene for it. I could just go.
Oh, I haven't seen it. I haven't got YouTube open at the moment. Bugger. Hang on. I've only got the chat open. I have somewhere. All right. Okay. Oh yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, so we've got a new guy there. That's from the Monday show.
That's gotta be the news. Well, there you go.
See?
It's news time.
Yeah,
Boom.
we can use that one. It says, while vaping bans are spreading like wildfire across the US, the UK keeps encouraging smokers to switch to the safer alternatives. Jim McManus, the Director of Public Health at Hertfordshire, said that as part of a new project aimed at reducing the health and financial burdens from smoking on disadvantaged locals, free e-cigarettes could soon be handed out at the food banks. This project is being trialled in Hertfordshire, and several food banks in the area have already stepped forward to take part in the project. While McManus said that he hopes will be up and running by the end of the year. The public health director explained that the project will be designed, run and evaluated by a research team from a UK university named the Hertfordshire Tobacco Control Strategic Plan 2019 to 2022. The proposal showed a gap in health inequalities between people from working class backgrounds due to smoking, which this initiative aims to narrow.
It's going well for the UK.
I think that's a fantastic thing.
We've got a lot going for it. Has anybody heard of that doctor? What's his name off the Vaporil challenge? What was last year? It never happened.
Gay boy. What's his name? Dr. Christian Jensen or Jensen, whatever his name is.
That's close enough. Yeah. It never happened, did it? It didn't. But I think, if public health are backing it, that maybe they won't have cold feet about doing the thing. I'm not sure, Matt. Bong where stack it. What's that mean?
What?
Matt? Nick, get them off the fags. Got more money for food. Absolutely great idea. It's about making good choices. Absolute Village, that's a good idea. Plus, it'll help those who desperately need the money for food. Yep. Christian. Dr. Christian. This Murphy. Yeah. Next week, we'll be doing news round. Oh, yeah, it's news.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't hear that because I've got to turn the sound down on YouTube. Otherwise, it echoes like shit. So, news around. I've got to look back at that. I didn't know you had that for the news section.
Yeah.
Bloody hell.
I've got loads of bumpers that Steve did for me.
Oh, you'll have to send me them for.
I've even got one for what you've been vaping on. I've got news.
Oh, he tells me nothing because he's got the show.
There's another bit of news here, which not really news. It's just a bit of society stuff. It's a failure to understand the vaping subculture could explain the rise in regulations. Entire subcultures develop around a type of product like e-cigarettes and vapes. However, could a misunderstanding of this subculture by legislators and regulators contribute to the rise in regulations? It's a fair point. It's a fair point. I mean, I think a lot of the people that are putting in the bans and everything don't fully understand the community side of the vaping industry.
Well, they don't. People don't understand it. That's the only thing. They don't understand it.
No, because I mean, vaping itself has developed, a really good subculture, in my opinion.
And it is a real culture, isn't it? It's big. It's taken over. There was Anakin bus driving around during Vaporil. I think if you seen it and took a photo, you'd get a T-shirt, right? So it was going on. I saw a few companies doing Vaporil challenge. Shame Purge don't do the same.
Yeah,
yeah, absolutely. But I mean, it's good to see it. I mean, I think now they're selling it in places like Tesco's and things like that, who have got the clout, because they have. Then you might see a bit more charitable things, because I know people who work taking food, the throwaway food from Tesco's and the big supermarkets by the truckloads and feeding people with it. Nick Fenton, I welcome regulation for vaping to be accepted. We have to accept regulation. Absolutely.
Exactly.
Everything must be policed.
That's it. I think, as long as vaping has regulations, that doesn't bother me. It don't bother me that if vaping has a tax, that don't bother me. What does bother me is that they're still tying it as a tobacco product, and that's where it needs to change.
Yeah.
Break that bond between vaping and cigarettes, and I think vaping will grow even bigger. It'll snowball, I think.
I think governments are frightened, but let's be honest, government. If you're in a riot, you're not going to throw your best mod at the policeman, are you? It's not going to happen.
Nope. No, because I think there's a big difference, isn't there?
Yeah,
When you first start, you are probably using more of an e-cigarette, like a
yeah,
little pod system or whatever. To me, that's more of an e-cigarette.
that's it.
You become a hobbyist, you're using a vape device, a vape mod, and an atomizer. You're not using an e-cigarette, so it's that
No.
bracket. It's having its own thing.
Tom Atkinson, good evening. How are you doing, mate?
Even Tom,
And Dan DeMea, no problems. Catch you on the next one, mate.
yeah,
Last
catch
one
you
with
later,
some
Dan.
24 gauge. Yes.
Sod that 24 gauge. Get the nine. Let's get the 19 gauge out.
Yeah. No, it's we're going UK. It's just a shame, in my opinion. Finance is changing the rest of the world, and it's got to be. Finance against their personal healthcare is getting hit because big farmers own big tobacco. So, let's not go there. But there's billions involved. There's the
Well,
village. We've always had to use regulations by them, self-regulation or governmental, yeah. And given the stunts companies pull, a good
yeah,
point. Because if there wasn't regulation, it's not regular. I suppose most of it's not regulation against us, the vapor, but against the companies, the supplier. I was watching a program the other night on the telly about bread making, not modern day bread making, Victorian bread making, and Edwardian bread making. And these guys had a baker in them days had an average age expectancy of 45 because of the conditions they were working in,
yeah.
and the dough would give them asthma and kill them, lung diseases. Come on, guys. But looking at the meddling with this particular program, I think what it was, did the additives, what they were putting in bread to bulk it out and cut costs. They were putting bagfuls of plaster of Paris was going in, and chalk and alum was going in, and it was totally changing the bread. And it was affecting people's health. But that's what happened. So regulation, I'm for it, if it's done in the right way.
Yeah.
I did hear a public health expert, the accident spurt off down the road when there's nothing going right for them, but he didn't have a clue about vaping. That disappointed me. And I forget what show it was on. But, get some vapors involved. People who are in public health, who are vapors or ex-smokers, need to be involved. They got flower lung. Got you, Matt. Yeah, that was it. Finally catch you live and not just a replay. What's good to have you, Tom? Did you see that, Matt? It was a great program. 20 stone of flour they were mixing in a barrel, what looked like half a barrel.
Well, since you brought up big tobacco, there's a little bit here on big tobacco. This came out 27th, a couple of days ago. Altria CEO grilled by investors over the 12.8 billion deal with Juul.
Ouch.
Altria shareholders grilled the company's CEO Howard Willard at the company's annual shareholder meeting for paying 12.8 billion in cash.
Ooh.
For a 35% stake in Juul.
It's big, isn't it? I didn't realise it was so big,
Yeah, oh yeah. So they weren't. It seems like the investors weren't happy.
You see, Antoinette, who's not in tonight yet, said that Southern American state, I forget where she's from there, the Juul were building a factory to employ 500 people. It's massive.
Yeah, well, I think Juul are a Californian company. They're
Are they?
I think they're a California based.
I don't know. But I agree with you, Smith. Companies have pretty much proved they can't. They can't. You can't. Companies' mentality and chief executive officers and board members and shareholders, it just has to be done the cheapest way.
But
it's always greed takes over. So I totally agree. It
seems that in doing that, a lawsuit filed against Juul / Altria alleging fraudulent misinformation.
God blimey. On your annual accounts, that's quite big.
So, meanwhile, Juul is similarly taking some hits for striking the deal with Altria. Last month, parents of a Florida teenager filed a lawsuit against Juul Altria, alleging that their son has become addicted to the Juul device and accusing the companies of fraud, negligence and violation of the RICO statute.
Ooh, that's a big one.
No, love.
That could start a landslide in the US.
He's not become addicted to the Juul. He's become addicted to nicotine. Bit of a difference.
Yeah.
Bit of a difference. But you're a shit parent for not noticing. Works
that
two ways, doesn't
it? I can't wait to see that outcome of that case. You know what the judge or Deemster will say. It won't be much.
What did your parents used to do when they caught you smoking at school? They'd fucking destroy your fags, wouldn't they?
Well, no, I had two mates, two brothers. Their father was a boxer. He'd make them eat them. The diarrhea was horrendous.
Either way, do you know what I mean? They'd get done or whatever. So, come on, parents. You know, if you're catching your kids with one of these, fucking snap it.
Snap it, yeah. Don't give them any more fucking pocket money there, you know.
Don't let them buy it.
I can't see that washing. And also, you know, the biggest question is it endangering his health? Well, 5% degree that it might, but that's not a proven thing over years, you know. I don't know. Litigation goes on forever. And exactly how did this teen get the Juul? So, yeah.
I mean, you're right there, Matt. Yeah, the unfortunately, the States very much has a suing culture.
Oh, it's terrible, isn't it? It's terrible. So they really end up in this shit.
Yeah. The lawsuit was filed in the federal district court in the Middle District of Florida.
Case of parental irresponsibility. I think that's where it'll go back to. How did they get it? I mean, God, that's going to cost them money to even get it into court.
But listen to this bit. In fact, one of the first complaints of the lawsuit is that since Altria bought a 35% stake in Juul, Juul's infrastructure has been corrupted and is using the same fraudulent marketing measures as the tobacco company itself has used. Fucking hell.
Lee, how are you, mate? And Nick, the FDA don't want kids to vape while they're trying to stay the crack epidemic.
Oh, man. I tell you what, I watch some of these American parents are smoking. Do you know
but you can imagine walking into a lawyer and then thinking, could do with a bit of work. Well, we'll take this one on. You know,
it. I mean, some of these parents ain't using CBD. I reckon half of them are on crack.
Yeah, the oxy epidemic. Yeah, Lee the Geordie Vapor. Yeah, but no, it's that's a culture that'll go down. But it'll be nice to highlight that case, which we won't be able to simply because it won't go public. To see where they go with it. I mean. How could you? I don't know where you'd go. I don't know what they could. But then again, the USA law. Who knows? That'll hit the headlines. I can understand if it blew up in his face. You know, but the Geordie Vape, hey, Matt Village Smurf, Shane Pete. Hope you're well. We're all well, and we're hoping you're well, buddy. So it's peculiar. There's a lot. I mean, the thing is, everything's highlighted. More people die through crashing in aeroplanes. More people die through getting kicked by donkeys.
What, Matt? Do you mean the epidemic on that stuff?
Release tablet.
Oxycodone, hydrochloride.
Frightens me looking at the box.
These Americans have an epidemic buying it off the street, and I get the NHS giving me it for free.
They need the money from vaping. But unbelievable. But that's it. But anyway, kit of the week. I'll go to Village first. What's your best choice this week, Village? And everybody else, what is the kit this week? RDA, mod, whatever. What is your favourites? You know, what's going to be the one? You're bound to have a roll for that.
No, I am.
So it's remind me of Gold Member Tonight. Sorry, why does Pete remind me of Gold Member Tonight? So that's good.
I
you know
like
what it is?
gold.
It's just
The Faja.
like this tan, all on the forehead. I haven't got a forehead. My young fella says I've got a 5 head.
Got a 5 head, yeah.
Oh God, you got a face like a fucking pizza. Shut up.
How many bits of pepperoni on that slice?
Come on, how many kids, teenagers don't have a face like a meat feast? Honestly, you know what I mean?
You need to get him some Proactive, Pete. Seriously, it works wonders for kids with spots and that. It's amazing stuff.
Man. Pipe and a pancake.
Yeah, schmuck and a pancake.
I remember pizzas coming out to this country.
Yeah.
There was no such thing as a fucking pizza in this country. It was nobody went to Italy then. You know, if you went to Italy then, you were royalty. You know, but
I bet you can remember the first bloody takeaway, Pete, knowing you.
well, I can. Well, the first takeaway was a chip shop, but you know, the Germans bombed that, didn't they? but the fucking Boxer and Hadley.
Yeah.
But I remember we used to go to Tesco's at the time. Well, it was Quicks. I was in Wales at the time. Philip, I was down the way. And then I went off to Arkansas to train with the 157th Airborne. And on leave there, while we were there, we ordered a pizza. I wasn't hungry that night because we were drinking pitchers of beer. But we ordered a pizza. Two of them ordered a pizza. One bigger than that. He said, "I'll have 3," thinking they were these things. They fucking weren't. They were like, even the fucking chef had to come and give us a hand.
Back when you got a proper sized pizza, yeah. None of this
M25 is where it's at for me.
8-inch bollocks that
Columbus.
some takeaways do.
Sorry, guys, but I go back a bit. You know what I mean?
Nice choice there, Village. Fatality. Yeah.
Would be. Had to be.
Fatality M25.
Fatality M25s are for me. And good evening,
Mr.
Charles. There you go. Reviews will be coming back again shortly, guys. I know I've done nothing for probably 3 weeks now. But I have got Jamie's. If Jamie's in the background there, I have. You might not know because I know you're a busy boy. We've got my joiner.
You've got his Majoina. It's not Majuli. It's not Majuli. It's Majoina.
No, it's Majoina. I think that's what it should be called. Steve Morgan picked up a Sherman 28mm this week, and it's good as the 25 grade for flavour.
Which was that, the RDA, Ian, or the RTA? Just out of curiosity.
The Kylan M.
Oh, right, yeah, the Kylan Mesh.
KTX RDA on the Kennedy around the house today.
Very nice bones. And knowing you, Bones, probably a gorgeous set of coils in them.
One thing I can I've got a bigger room now, so I can let loose with the sub-arm and it doesn't fucking cloud the windows up. How's about that then?
Pete's going to be like, yay, my own little vape cave.
Glug, 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 glug.
Beer fridge in the corner. He'll never have to go downstairs.
Well, I'm a bit knacked now because I've reduced to a one drinking night a week, and I think I've got I think I've got an ulcer. How's that for fucking life turning inside out for you? RDA, Shane, what's that?
RDA,
nice. Yeah. Mesties, coil haters. True vapors, here he is. Present on the Geek Vape Nova with the Zeus X RDA, vaping on the Humble Peach Pleasure. Peach?
Yeah, alright, Bones. Yeah, triple frame Staggertons. Okay. How many plies you centre of your Staggerton though? Huh? You watch, you'll say something like 12 or something like that.
Some clouds. I can switch the fan on here and it'll all fucking leave the cameras alone.
It'll be like happy clouds.
Geek Vape over there, you zoom, so happy clouds. Flavour again.
Clouds, yeah. That's it. I don't care what anyone says. You always get more flavour from a sub-ohm.
Oh, absolutely. And you notice more different prevalently. Is that the right word? When you come off. Okay, Vaping Evangelist of the Week.
Not
And
me.
our main man isn't in tonight. Who got 25 off
some shit.
bags in a week. No, I haven't done anything this week.
I'm terrible, me. Nobody looked to me for help.
Here she is. Switch me
my
wicks.
wicks. How you doing, Sam?
Been a while. We'll be in touch on VC next week as I need to order some coils. Whoa.
Yeah, no worries, Sam. Anytime, honey.
I've just vaped aliens. All these builds I've done lately have just gone in the bin.
Nick, you need to do what I do, mate. I bought a shit ton of the small coil pots. Just the little round ones. I think they're like the 3 gram ones or 5 gram ones with clear lids. Just all the fancy coils that you build for pictures. I've been keeping all mine. Keep them all. Just put a little label on them and chuck them in a drawer. And then, sometime in the future you're able to look back on things that you've made. And if people want a fancy set of coils, you can just go, well, yeah, I'll give them a set of them. It's a money saver in the long run, I'm thinking.
4-ply, .3 N80s plus 3 pair of 2-ply, 3 frame, all in 40G.
Oh, all right, Bones. I won't be able to go that far low without a microscope.
How's the microscope going, by the way?
I've not needed to use it yet a great deal. I've not done any really complex stuff lately.
Oh, bugger. But it's easier.
Oh, it does make the complex building far, far easier.
Right.
Far easier.
So it's a big thing.
You're not having to sit there with goggles on all the time.
No. Now that's a coil. I have good goggles.
I've got pretty good ones, Bones, but even they're not good enough to go down to 42 on a Staggerton.
Nick says, my missus would kill me if I started doing that, Shane. Don't you take up enough room already?
Just keep them in a carrier bag in the shed.
I'm fucking relegated. I'm 2 stories away from her now. Just my thing, not been around for a while. I'm slowly getting back on track.
Sorry to hear that, Sam.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry to hear that, hon.
Passed away Easter weekend. Oh, blimey. Well, my first broadcaster passed away with brain cancer. He had 3.
Yeah, my first broadcaster as well.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, that's right.
Both our first broadcaster, yeah.
Blimey.
Tony took both our cherries.
Yeah.
He broke us in.
He helped me a lot. The funny thing was that the story of me and Tony, I grew very fast with subscribers. We started about the same time, serious about vape and reviewing. And then I sort of grew for some reason. I never know why. And he said, he sent me a message. He says, "What the hell have you been doing, lads?" And then I started watching. I found it was doing this live broadcasting thing. So I said, "How'd you do that?"
Let me guess, Pete. Was he vaping on the camera? On his camera?
Oh, he's a lad. He was, yeah. I will do a song for him on his anniversary. So his song. Vape reviews, Nick Fenton, many sympathies. Yeah, absolutely. And Bones, thanks. Sorry. Yeah, everybody's behind you, Sam.
Yeah, always there if you need a friendly ear, Sam.
You know where we are. And we're on Zoom as well, Sam, now, so you can catch us on one or the other. But anyway, where are we? What's the next? We've done the news. We've done the Vape Evangelist. Nobody's done nothing on the Vape Evangelist.
Now it's that bit of the show where we just sit and talk shit for half hour.
That's it. So speak to us, chat. We really must rehearse this, yo.
Steve must have a grump on because he's not even in the chat.
Well, he wasn't in VC before either.
No.
So what's going on in his life? He's still alive, isn't he?
Yeah, he's still alive and moaning. Latest song from who did that one? Alive and Kicking. Was that you two? It was. Was it you two or Big Country?
I don't know now.
Alive and Kicking.
Here he is.
There he is, speaking of devil. Who did... Come on, Mr. Fenton, you'll know. Who did Alive and Kicking? I'm not singing it.
I'm still taking it each day as it comes. Yeah, that's the only way to do it, so.
Fell asleep, you lazy git.
Yeah, no. So he fell asleep. What do you mean you fell asleep? I'll fall asleep. See how you feel.
Me. You've never heard of it. Alive and Kicking.
I can't think of it goes.
I'm gonna have to look up now. Ow! Ow! Mech mods hurt when they hit your feet.
A little bit of pain never hurt anybody.
Especially when you've not got no shoes on. Ooh. You son
I can't put my feet under the desk. I'll fucking pull everything over.
You're not safe when it comes to putting your feet under the desk.
Oh, payday Friday, so I'm buying my first mech. Want a keen with a passage yard? Yeah, okay, good choice.
Oh yeah, very nice, Sam. Or you could just get the Keen and the Ardent, even better.
Now now I do know. I just wanted to see you do it on YouTube.
You arse. You're a twat, Nick.
Practicing.
Yeah.
Simple Minds.
That's Simple Minds, yeah. I knew it was a band of that era, I just couldn't think.
I can't think how the song goes, though.
Yeah. I'm not singing it again.
Passage is banging RDA. The passage is a banging RDA, yeah. You can fit some proper chunky coils on it. Some are big boys.
I believe you can. Well, Village has got a few of them.
Yeah, he got plenty.
He's ordered enough off me. But mind you, he buys that many RDAs, he's probably going to have to buy more to put in them. He'll have a whole frigging shelf full of RDAs with my coils in them all.
Just a question, Village. Have you vaped everything you've got yet?
No, because he sent me an aromizer that was never vaped. What else you got hiding in your drawers, Village, that you no longer require? Surplus to requirement.
Not a lot of people know that.
Yeah, you're right there, Matt. You should be careful banging the passage.
Can I push your stool in for you?
You'd have been arrested years ago for that, Village, banging the passage. Oh, if you weren't arrested, you'd have got the shit kicked out of you.
Yeah, well, that was it.
One or the other.
Yeah, you were locked up, weren't you? Now it's anybody. Just my next review. You've been reading up on Ohm's law and took loads of advice from Mike's Mechs reviews.
Yeah, well, you can always ask me when it comes to mechs, Sam. You know I'm a big mech head.
Yeah.
And as long as you've got an Ohm's law calculator on your phone, yeah, you're good to go.
He says every single RTA and RDA I use, Shane's coils in them. I don't use anything else.
Yeah,
there's no need to.
True, Lee. I must admit, Lee has been a very good, loyal customer of mine for quite some time now.
I got the staple staggers in my passage. And guys, don't forget to go on to the
they
website.
stung a bit putting them in your passage, Village.
Not less stung. It's like that Billy Connolly one he said when he went for the check, you know, he said, "Wah!" He said, but when it was coming out, I was considering homosexuality.
I've got to say that them coils were clean when I sent you them, but I'd make sure you clean them again before you put them in your RDA. You know. You don't want to be vaping on little bits of turd.
That e-juice is shit.
Tastes like shit. It is shit.
Will I do Shane on Zoom? Sorry, we'll do Shane on Zoom when I put my coil order into you next week. Okay. We haven't got Zoom sorted out for you yet.
No, not.
Oh yeah, you can. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can just get you. You can get you on Zoom anyway, 1-to-1, can't you?
Yeah, while we're on.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's just easier to get hold of me on VC because my VC is always open.
Yeah. Yeah. Choice of both there, Sam. Choice of both.
Yeah.
We just use Zoom because it's much clearer. You know,
that's the one, Steve. use code Pete's Place 10 for 10% discount.
Yeah. 10% discount.
There are other discount codes knocking around if you're members of other groups, such as True Vapors or Vapors Garden. Swaggins, how we doing, brother?
Swaggins, holy smoke, Shane! How the hell did you manage to Paul McCartney for
That's
the
not
show?
Paul McCartney, you flid. Oh, I bet he's thinking of the other Paul McCartney, not the vaping Paul McCartney.
He's thinking of Paul McCartney, yeah.
From Wings and the Beatles.
All right, there. Yeah. I know, yeah. I can do a few of his songs.
Pete sing the frog song. What? Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum,
You need a
bum.
bass for that.
How you doing anyway, Swags? Hope you're well, mate.
What's new in Swaggins' life?
I dread to think what's new in Swaggins' life. It's a scary place, Swaggins' head.
Only half of me from Liverpool. And I'm not sure which was the best half, to be honest with you. I'm a mixed breed.
Since Mr. Swaggins is in the house, we'll take a rip on the old Warlock.
Last time I went to my hometown, I put my hand out the window to change direction. My fucking watch was gone. Sorry, Facebook group, you.
I was always wary every time I went up there to see Chris. Like, I was scared that when I came out, my car wheels had be gone.
Oh, fucking absolutely, yeah. It's a hobby.
Yeah.
It's a culture.
I've certainly seen a lot of Liverpool after Tony's funeral.
Oh,
we went all over the place.
Yeah. I mean, I've still got relatives in Old Swan.
That's a shame, Swags. That's a shame, mate.
I come across the pond this summer and said, "Oh, bugger."
Well, don't you worry, Swags. Next time you're in the UK, we'll meet up, bro.
I'm only barely in the UK now, Swags. Barely.
Well, Swags,
I'm in the land of the three-leggers.
Swags was in Oxford last summer for a while.
Oh, right. Rather posh, Oxford. We talk a different language up this end, don't we?
They don't speak.
It's funny.
They don't speak as common around there as us.
It's funny because every time I go to Lancashire, I know some of you are from Lancashire, but every time I go to Lancashire, you can write scripts of it. But one particular funny one, I ordered a tea. I said, "Can you do us a white tea, love?" She said, "What milk in her?" I should have said, "No, just leave it white."
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Swaggins. Truly appreciated, mate.
American. All right. Dissect our politics.
Well, yeah.
Well, there's a lot of politics at the moment. And I mean, you guys, USA-wise is...
Well, American politics needs dissecting.
Well, to be honest, I keep up on politics. We've got a funny kind of politics here. I'm on the Isle of Man. And we have we're a self-governed state, a self-governed island we are. And we're still, the Queen is still our commander-in-chief and all that. But I keep abreast of politics, global politics. And to be honest, I'm not a fan of Trump, but he's done more in 1 year than Obama did in 8 in achievements. And I think
I don't think much about his idea with this bloody chemical treated chicken malarkey.
There's a lot of stuff, yeah. There's a lot of bad decisions made, isn't there? I'm just keeping up the conversation. Is there anywhere I can find him?
Swags, Vaping at Pete's Place.
Oh, yeah.
On YouTube.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, Vaping at Pete's Place. Steve, could you put a link up, please, for Peter, for both his channels?
Yeah, I do the live one as well, Swags, because I do the live on a separate channel because its audience retention is just killing off the channel. So I do a review channel and a live channel. So it's Vaping at Pete's Place or Vaping at Pete's Place live.
And then he dumps the other live on my channel.
Yeah, I'll see. And then we don't, when I can't, because I'm fucking mid-stride to doing moving this house upside down. I've moved the studio up to top, as you can see. I'm in the roof area now, and it's killing me, guys. I've not put reviews out for weeks. The lives are getting dumped onto Shane because I just ain't got time to set up. I'm sitting down here and we're just going for it, But we will be doing it for the Patreon giveaway next Wednesday, but I don't know what it is because I ain't even thought about it yet.
Well, the thing is, it looks like everyone's found us anyway, so...
Yeah, everybody's getting here. Everybody's getting here.
I think if most people don't see a show come up on your channel, a lot of them at the time will think it's on mine.
They'll get the notification. And Redbeard.
Good evening, mate.
How you doing, mate? Reviews, when are them when they're at home?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what they are. I don't, no idea. I was meant to be doing a review on the Recurve Dual, but I never managed to get my hands on it, did I, Steve?
Oh, God. There you go. There's plenty. You must have a lot of review material, and of course, don't forget True Vapors, who's Chrissy's banging away. So everybody get over and subscribe, guys. Because he's, and if you don't know how to find his channel, there's 3 buttons on the left of every chat.
Find his name and click on
channel. It. Click on the 3 buttons. Up comes the channel. Go to the channel. Subscribe. It's as simple as that. But I'm working on other channels too, which is sort of difficult. And I'm painting every night. I come in from a day's work of painting. And
don't say that, Swags. You'll give him a big head.
What's that then?
True Vapors, the Suck My Mod of Great Britain.
We'll take that with a pinch of salt.
Yeah. What are you trying to say? Trying to say Chris has got a little mouth?
Anyone who sucks salt's dubious. Yes, yeah. I'm here.
Oh, he does Swags. He spreads himself ultra thin.
I do, yeah. I am. I'm fucking burnt out, No, not with YouTube, but YouTube is another thing to be burnt out with when you're banging in a lot of hours. As Swags, you know as well as anybody, it can be very time absorbing, and trying to find your energy and to do something, think something up, film it. Let's not go there. So I've been taking a break, but it's not been a break because I've been doing other things instead of having a break. But we'll be back. Lots of things to do, lots of reviews to do. And bear in mind, we're trying to get people off smoking onto the vaping because that is good for vape reviewers, vape shops, vaping community and their lives. So lots of stuff written out, ready to go. So we will get there. But Shane's going to put a link into what's cricking. Shane's going to put a link into his website in a minute.
I think. I don't know.
It could be my head.
I don't know.
I've never set this stuff up yet, and I've been up here for a week trying to fuck about. TLFC, the life for cars. How are you doing, mate? What is new in your life? Absolutely. Oh, yeah, we do it pretty much 100% free, yeah.
And there you go, everybody. There's a link to my lovely website, which was made by Richard, who's not
Who's in there. He'll be there. Give us a thumbs up, Richard.
He was going to bed.
Oh, Richard.
He was going to bed because he had an early start this morning. I think he's got an earlier one tomorrow because he's travelling down to London.
Oh. Blah. What was I going to say?
Yeah.
Get some coils. Oh, yeah, the Big Boy Coils.
Yeah.
No, you'll get the pop-up. Subscribe to this channel. Do it. It's not there's no danger. You won't be spammed. You won't be put about anywhere. It's Big Boy and it's Richard, who's always in the chat. They do it, and it's a secure GPDR site. What it is, when you subscribe, you'll get an email when there's a deal.
You will indeed.
Simple as that. And there's one went out.
if you were subscribed, you would have seen the Easter weekend offer that went out for 20% discount.
There you go, 20%.
If you got some, lucky you. If you didn't, you missed out.
Or you could say we're VAT free.
And anybody that's in here that watches the Vape Stool all know there's good discount codes about there. You know. Now, obviously, if you're not a member of the Vape Stew, get your asses over there and become a member of the Vape Stew.
And, you know, going back to Sam's comment, switch my Wix and other channels, don't forget to subscribe and become a reviewer in the go. And Sam, if you want any advice on mech mods, there's a lot of people in here that know about them. A lot of people who will give you any advice. And, of course, get hold of Shane and ask the question because he'll tell you all about it.
Yep. You can contact me through the website. There's an info contact on there.
So I've just kicked the light out. There you go.
You can contact me on the Facebook page. Either way.
I give thanks. Not much really, Pete. Just did a clutch on my Mark 1 Ford Focus. That's going back a bit. SD170, absolute nightmare. God, because I started life on as a mechanic. I have a trade and a degree. Did my degree later on, but not in modern care.
I miss my sister's old car. She used to have one of the original runs of the Ford Fiesta RS Turbo. Oh, it was a lovely motor.
Yeah. Well, my first, what was it? All right, here's a question. I'll tell you mine. My first vehicle was a Thames van with XJ6 fucking tyres on the standard rims. So that's how we got away with it. What a piece of shit. Cost me 35 quid. What was your first vehicles, guys? What was your first ever car or motorbike?
My first car was a Peugeot 406 Saloon.
All right.
It was my first car, and it was also the first car that I crashed.
I know what I'm talking about, Pete, and I'm doing a clutch on your back. Yeah, it's not good, man, is it? Not a good. And my first motorbike was a Biza Bantam. 10. I had to put two of them together to make one. Didn't know what the clutch was all about. We didn't have a lot of money, mate. I know a lot of Nick Fenton, 1979 Ford Escort Mark II. Respectable motor.
Not a bad motor.
Yeah. Yeah. What a good cars about.
I like my Fords, though. I still own a Ford now, so.
Well, I don't own a car myself. I've got vans. I'm a van dweller.
I think my last three.
Cleo Williams. That was a nice car. Yeah.
My last couple of cars have been Fords.
Opel Cadet. Remember that well, Ian. Did more miles than a Starship Enterprise. The first time I learned to fly in, actually had enough hours to go round the moon, back again, and round the Earth once. The first motorbike was a Yamaha YX 500.
How the hell did you get in a freaking Mini Clubman?
The Mini Clubmans were quite interesting. You used to go up the straight and go, VW Polo, and my dad altered the mixture so it would go a bit quicker. Drank fuel back in the day, petrol 69 pence,
yeah. A Volvo 440. Nice.
Yeah.
94 Ford Fiesta.
All good cars, weren't they? I mean, Bezos drives down the Honda, doesn't he?
Hey?
The simple Bezos, Jeff Bezos, Amazon guy, drives around in an old Honda. Fucking 1.5 billion quid. He's probably one of the richest guys now. He drives around, and the interviewer said, "Well, why are you driving around? And this is a good car." Fucking all right. Probably no one would recognise you, you know. But I'm like you, Shane Ford, man. I did like Ford.
Yeah, I'm running a Ford Cougar these days.
Yeah.
Just wish I had the extra money to afford the ST line version of the Cougar because it's rather nice.
I mean, they do nice cars. They've done that. I've had a lot of Fords in my time, and they were always, well, for me, they were always easy to work on because, you know, as a lad, we never had any
parts are readily available and you know, not stupid money either.
How's about this one? Had a Ford Anglia. I'll fucking throw you, wouldn't it? Ford Anglia. Why have I gone out of focus? Ford Fenton. A bike was a Honda CBR 125. I've had a lot of bikes in my time. A lot of bikes. And I've done a lot of foolish things. I've sold them for nothing.
Yeah, there's a lot of things through your life you can always sit there and say, why did I let that go for that amount of money?
Well, I can tell you one. It was a 350 Harley Davidson Air Mackie Sid Lawton X-Works machine that I let go for 500 quid. You wouldn't buy it these days for 22,000. I guess, Matt, I'd be near that price. And that was put around Cadwell a few times. I got 2/3 on that. One was against the 700 Yam. I think it was just too much for the guy.
Nice TLFC. I do like the ST 170s. They're nice looking cars.
We're all getting on a bit then, aren't we?
I was jealous earlier. A friend of mine, well, you'll know him, Pete. Jamie, he was a motorbike rider. Jamie. What? Oh, Jesus, I've forgotten his surname now.
Jamie, a few Jamie Jackson.
No. Jamie Morley.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well, I was in hospital with Jamie, and we kept in touch, and we still talk a lot now. And he's just bought the new Nissan Skyline GTR R35. Nick
picked up on you. Jamie Jesus ? Is he a Mexican? No. You won't get that. You won't get that, Shane, because you went Jamie Jesus.
But yeah, he's just bought the new Skyline.
I'm not now a car man. I don't suppose I ever was. I was a bike man. I love the toys, 2-wheel toys, really. I've loved me vans. I don't know what I think if I was a billionaire, I'd still have a van. Or I'd have the Land Rover Discovery, to be honest with you. And the only car I really, really want is a Mark II Jag, a mint Mark II Jag. Because I fucking love that car. I had one that cost me 92 quid.
They are TLFC, just to make you jealous. Look, there's his motor.
It's a bit nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
I could become a car lover.
Yeah. It's just the one thing about those cars that always stands out to me. Whenever if one comes past you, instantly, just from them rear lights, because the rear lights they're the same on them all, and they're just
cool,
absolutely gorgeous cars.
Cool.
And the GTR also been the first ever car to give Jeremy Clarkson whiplash.
Well, the grunt is the thing, isn't it? I mean, I bought the wife a Beamer once, and she hit the wall going around the cat. I thought, fucking hell, is the cat worth it?
the amount of G-force those things put out when you hit a bend and bring it back, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
They just stick to the road.
You do realise we've only got 500 mile of road in total here. Mind you, 37 miles is very fast, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, didn't Top Gear was over there, weren't they?
A few times. Well, I'll tell you a little story about that. The mother-in-law has been in a few extras, and Top Gear was one of them, right? And what it was, you remember when they had that Russian 6-wheel drive thing? Remember that?
Yeah.
Right.
Big.
Okay. Well, that was about that, and what she had to do was go past that on a mobility scooter, because she's getting on a bit now, right? That was part of the deal, and she'd actually done it on shoot, but they didn't include it. The section they put in was then people standing in the nudie on the mountain. Remember that one? And they cut her out. She wasn't very fucking happy, but she's been in a lot of movies, that one. Because the movie, the theaters, the filmmakers were still here for a lot of films because of the tax advantages, you see. So we had a big, but she was always getting £100 a day for doing extras. No worded extras. Thought we're getting that fucking cheap, aren't you bastards?
Mm-hmm.
Mine's meant like my Insta Shane.
Yeah, I'm just having a look.
Climbing price now, so we go back to Mexican. Yeah, you're a lovely share. Yes, lucky guy, absolutely. Yeah, not missed anyone, have I?
Yeah.
So that was a vaping thing that turned into cars and bikes. We usually do that.
There's normally some sort of topic that we end up on, isn't there? Quite often.
We're gonna round it out actually because we're on the witching hour.
We are.
And we're going to round it out. I'm going to let Shane round it out because he's in control.
No, you always do it. I'm in control.
I haven't got the buttons.
Doesn't matter, but I have.
But anyway, guys, thanks for coming on board. We are going to go say good night, and we will see you on Saturday on Shane's channel, Gangsters Night. We're swapping this about now. We're doing what me and Tony used to do. Bolster each other's channel, and then remember that on Wednesday, if I do the live and everything's going well for the vapor and giveaway, will be, I don't know what it is, and then with a bit of luck in between all that, there'll be the Saturday show, which is on Shane's, yes, and the Big Man Vape show, maybe.
I don't know yet. I don't know what's going on with that at the minute.
Yeah, okay, but anyway, it's going to happen.
Decision.
So all I can say, hoping he's got his fingers on the right buttons, is good night from me.
Good night from me.
Good night.
See you guys.